The University of Leeds is a red brick university located in Leeds, West Yorkshire, England. Originally named the Yorkshire College of Science and later simply the Yorkshire College, it incorporated the Leeds School of Medicine and became part of the Federal Victoria University alongside Owens College and University College, Liverpool. In 1904, a royal charter, created in 1903, was granted to the University of Leeds by King Edward VII. The university has 30,975 students, the seventh largest university in the UK. From 2006 to present, the university has consistently been ranked within the top 5 in the United Kingdom for the number of applications received. Leeds had a total income of £639.6 million in 2014-15, of which £152.1 million was from research grants and contracts. The university has financial endowments of £66.7 million, ranking outside the top 10 British universities by financial endowment. The university is a founding member of the Russell Group of Research-Intensive Universities, the N8 Group for Research Collaboration, the Worldwide Universities Network, the Association of Commonwealth Universities, the European University Association, the White Rose University Consortium, the Santander Network and CDIO, and is also affiliated to the Association of MBAs, Equus and Universities UK. For 2015-16, Leeds is ranked nationally between 14th and 23rd. Internationally, the university is ranked as the 32nd best in Europe and globally ranked 87th in the 2015 QS World University Rankings and 101 to 150. Leeds was ranked 10th in the UK for research power in the 2014 Research Excellence Framework, the best result in the Yorkshire and the Humber region, and between 2014-15, Leeds was ranked as the 10th most targeted British university by the UK's top graduate employers. Notable alumni include former Secretary of State Jack Straw, former co-chairman of the Conservative Party Saeeda Wasi, American actor Chris Pine, Piers Sellers and 5 Nobel laureates. History. Prior to formation, the university's history is linked to the development of Leeds as an international centre for the textile industry and clothing manufacture in the United Kingdom during the Victorian era. The university's roots can be traced back to the formation of schools of medicine in English cities to serve the general public. Prior to 1900, only 5 universities had been established in England and 1 in Wales. These consisted of the University of Oxford, University of Cambridge, University of London, Durham University, and the Federal Victoria University. The University of Wales was founded in 1893. The Victoria University was established in Manchester in 1880 as a federal university in the north of England. Instead of the government elevating Owens College to a university and grant it a royal charter, Owens College was the sole college of Victoria University from 1880 to 1884. In 1887, Yorkshire College was the third to join the university. Origins of the Leeds School of Medicine and the Yorkshire College in 1831. The Leeds School of Medicine was established with the aim of serving the needs of the 5 medical institutions which had been established in the city. In 1874, the Yorkshire College of Science was created to provide education for the children of middle-class industrialists and merchants. Financial support from local industry was crucial in setting up the college and aiding the students. The university continues to recognize these elements of its history. For example, there still remains a clothworkers' court on campus. The College of Science, modelled on Owens College, Manchester, was established in 1851 as non-sectarian and was open to Protestant dissenters, Catholics and Jews since the Oxford and Cambridge restricted attendance to members only of the Church of England. University College London was non-sectarian. The religious qualification ceased in the 1850s, but the classics-based education continued at Oxford and Cambridge. The northern colleges continued to promote themselves as offering a general education that was progressive and pragmatic in nature, as were the technical colleges of Germany and the ancient universities upon which they were modelled. The Yorkshire College of Science began by teaching experimental physics, mathematics, geology, mining, chemistry and biology, and soon became well known as an international centre for the study of engineering and textile technology. When classics, modern literature and history went on offer a few years later, the Yorkshire College of Science became simply the Yorkshire College. In 1884, the Yorkshire College absorbed the Leeds School of Medicine and subsequently joined the Federal Victoria University on 3 November 1887. Students in this period were awarded external degrees by the University of London, Victoria University and Royal Charter. Leeds was given its first university in 1887 when the Yorkshire College joined the Federal Victoria University. On 3 November, the Victoria University had been established by Royal Charter in 1880, Owens College being at first the only member college. Leeds now found itself in an educational union with close social cousins from Manchester and Liverpool. Unlike Owens College, the Leeds campus of the Victoria University had never barred women from its courses. However, it was not until special facilities were provided at the Day Training College in 1896 that women began enrolling in significant numbers. The first female student to begin a course at the university was Lilia Sunny Clark, who studied modern literature and education. The Victoria University was a short-lived concept, as the multiple university locations in Manchester and Liverpool were keen to establish themselves as separate, independent universities. This was partially due to the benefits a university had for the cities of Liverpool and Manchester, whilst the institutions were also unhappy with the practical difficulties posed by maintaining a federal arrangement across broad distances. The interest of the universities and respective cities in creating independent institutions was further spurred by the granting of a charter to the University of Birmingham in 1900 after lobbying from Joseph Chamberlain. Following a royal charter and Act of Parliament in 1903, the then newly formed University of Liverpool began the fragmentation of the Victoria University by being the first member to gain independence. The University of Leeds soon followed suit and had been granted a royal charter as an independent body by King Edward VII by 1904. 2000 to present, the Victoria University continued after the breakup of the group, with an amended constitution and renamed as the Victoria University of Manchester until September 2004. On 1 October 2004, a merger with the University of Manchester Institute of Science and Technology was enacted to form the University of Manchester. In December 2004, financial pressures forced the university's governing body to decide to close the Bretton campus. Activities at Bretton were moved to the main university campus in the summer of 2007. There was substantial opposition to the closure by the Bretton students. The university's other satellite site, Many Gates in Wakefield, also closed, but lifelong learning and healthcare programs are continuing on a new site next to Wakefield College. In May 2006, the university began rebranding itself to bring together its visual identity to produce one consistent look. A new logo was produced based on that used during the centenary celebrations in 2004, to replace the combined use of the modified university arms and the Parkinson Building, which has been in use since 2004. The university arms will still be used in its original form for ceremonial purposes only. 4 university colors were also specified as being green, red, black and beige. Leeds attracts the highest level of industrial funding of any university in the UK, whilst also aiding the local community with over 2,000 university student volunteers, with 8,800 staff currently employed. The university is the third largest employer in Leeds and contributes around £800 million a year to the local economy, with students adding a further £190 million through rent and living costs. The university's educational partnerships have included providing formal accreditation of degree awards to Leeds College of Art and Leeds Trinity University College, although the latter now has the power to award its own degrees. The College of the Resurrection, an Anglican theological college in Mirfield with monastic roots, has, since its inception in 1904, been affiliated to the university, and ties remain close. The university is also a founding member of the Northern Consortium. In August 2010, the university was one of the most targeted institutions by students entering the UCAS clearing process for 2010 admission, which matches undersubscribed courses to students who did not meet their firm or insurance choices. The university was one of 9 Russell Group universities offering extremely limited places to exceptional students after the universities in Birmingham, Bristol, Cambridge, Edinburgh and Oxford declared they would not enter the process due to courses being full to capacity. On 12 October 2010, the refectory of the Leeds University Union hosted a live edition of the Channel 4 News, with students, academics and economists expressing their reaction to the Brown Review, an independent review of higher education funding and student finance conducted by John Brown, Baron Brown of Madingley, University of Leeds Vice-Chancellor, and Russell Group Chairman Michael Arthur participated, giving an academic perspective alongside current Vice-Chancellor of Kingston University and former Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Professor of Education at the University of Leeds, Sir Peter Scott. Midway through the broadcast, a small group of protesters against the potential rise of student debt entered the building before being restrained and evacuated. Campus. The university has 1,230 acres of land in total, with the main campus taking up 98 acres. The main campus is located 1 mile north of Leeds city centre and comprises of a mixture of Gothic Revival, Art Deco, Brutalist and postmodern buildings, making it one of the most diverse university campuses in the country in terms of building styles and history. It is within walking distance of both the city centre and Headingley, a popular residential area for students wishing to live off campus. The main entrance to the campus for visitors by car is on Woodhouse Lane, near the Parkinson Building. The former Woodhouse Cemetery is within the campus, now a landscaped area known as St. George's Fields. Parkinson Building. The Parkinson Building is a Grade II listed Art Deco building in Campanile named after the late Frank Parkinson, a major benefactor of the university who oversaw many new build projects from 1936 onwards. These commitments culminating in the official opening of the Parkinson Building on 9 November 1951. The tower of the building is a well-known landmark in the city of Leeds and is used in the university logo and as a university symbol. The Campanile is the highest point of the building and stands at 57 meters tall, making it the 17th tallest building in the city of Leeds. Maurice Keyworth Building. The Leeds University Business School is housed in the renovated 19th-century buildings, which used to belong to Leeds Grammar School on the western side of the University of Leeds campus. The university have also constructed further modern buildings on the business school area of campus known as the Innovation Hub, costing £9.3 million. The building is a 3-story building of 4,350 square meters, with the third floor accommodating the Innovation Hub. Great Hall. The university's Great Hall building is one of the most prominent buildings on campus alongside the Parkinson Building and the numerous Brutalist buildings which are Grade II listed. The Great Hall was built on a site of Beech Grove Hall estate which was purchased in 1879 by the then Yorkshire College when joining the Victoria University. This was later demolished in 1884, to become the site of the cloth workers' buildings of the Baines Memorial Wing and the Great Hall. The buildings were designed by the renowned Victorian architect Alfred Waterhouse R.A. in red-pressed brick and had dressings of Bolton wood stone in a Gothic collegiate style. The cost of the build was £22,000 and was raised partially by public appeal and served as the university library until the opening of the Brotherton Library. The Great Hall is now primarily used for examinations, meetings and graduation ceremonies. Post-war buildings. In June 2010, post-war buildings at the University of Leeds were recommended by English Heritage to become Grade II listed buildings. The modernist and brutalist buildings being recognised include the newly Grade II * listed Roger Stevens Building, whilst the EEC Stoner Building, Computer Science Building, Mathematics, Earth Sciences Building, Senior Common Room, Gus Ang Building, Irene Manton Building, Communications and Edward Boyle Library and Henry Price Building have been recognized as Grade II listed buildings. These additions join the already listed 1877 Great Hall and Baines Wing, the School of Mineral Engineering, the Brotherton Library and the Parkinson Building, which are Grade II listed. In addition to the main campus, there is also a satellite location at Wakefield. Until the 2006-07 academic year, some courses were taught at the Bretton Hall campus in West Bretton. The site closed in summer 2007, after which the courses taught there were relocated to the main campus in Leeds. Leeds railway station is approximately 1 mile south of the main campus and there are numerous bus routes which serve it. The proposed Leeds Supertram would have run past the campus. The currently proposed Leeds trolleybus will run past the campus, linking it with the city centre, Headingley and Lawnswood. The Leeds Inner Ring Road also lies close to the campus. The University of Leeds Conference Auditorium, located next to the Sports Hall, was once the original West Yorkshire Playhouse. It was refurbished in 2003 to become 2 lecture theatres, one for 320 and one for 550. Making it the largest capacity facility on the university campus. The university's Muslim prayer room is located in the Conference Auditorium building and able to accommodate up to 300 people at any one time. The prayer room has undergone refurbishment after £500,000 was allocated towards its development. Modern expansion. The university has engaged in a wave of modern expansion since 2008. And has invested more than £300 million in transforming its campus over the coming years, resulting in new state-of-the-art educational, research, residential and leisure facilities, with a further £80 million being spent to improve current assets. The programme of this expansion being one of the biggest capital investment projects in British higher education. Earth and environment improvements included a phased refurbishment and construction of this £23 million development, which is already completed. These renovations included refurbished laboratory space in the West Wing, which opened for staff and students in April 2009, and the completion of the remaining elements of the scheme, both new build and refurbished, followed in November 2009. Charles Morris Hall student accommodation renovations started with the demolition of the previous Mary Ogilvy House, the existing 108-bed student accommodation block, and construction of a new 500-bed, £27.1 million building began in March 2009. The new halls were completed in the summer of 2010, with the first students moving in for the new academic year in September 2010. The Child Care Centre building work has also been completed and led to the creation of a new 140-place staffed student child care centre and a new, landscaped green square on adjoining plot. Work on the £3.6 million project lasted approximately 12 months, with the official opening in April 2010. Swimming pool and fitness centre improvements started in 2009 and consisted of the construction of the new £12.2 million swimming pool gym complex on the southwestern edge of campus. The facility was due for completion by the end of February 2010, however was delayed until being officially opened in May 2010. The Law Building is a £12 million project which was completed in early 2011. Work on the project started September 2009 and completion was initially planned for late 2010. The new building is located on the western side of the university campus alongside the Leeds University Business School and is adjacent to the new Michael Marks building, which will feature the Marks and Spencer archives, including over 60,000 artifacts from London and Leeds. This new collection of buildings will form the professional campus of the university, housing business, economics and law functions. The Edward Boyle Library £28 million redevelopment of the library was approved by the university and a consultant design team appointed, with a view to work commencing late 2010. However, budget cuts have resulted in the project being put on hold until 2015. The refurbishment is scheduled to begin in summer 2015 and is expected to be completed in early 2017. Innovation City Leeds plans for a £28 million Innovation City Leeds building and bioincubator which would help position the city as global hub for enterprise and innovation are subject to approval. If given the green light, work would be complete in late 2011. Further developments of the campus which are in planning or design stages include the Energy Building, which will be a £15 million development with new build work expected to begin in late summer 2010, and due for completion by the end of 2011.